Welcome back to Sifu Vik Chun. Today we'll be going over the Man Sao Wu Sao, or the front searching hand and the rear detection arm. The way I'm going to coach you to do it today is a very beginner way. So by that I mean, in actual combat, the arms will be moving around or they're going out of position or perceived position. This way is going to teach you to defend the gates, the particular gates, and also to remain in good structure. So before we actually begin with the arm movement, we first have to outline the physical landmarks. So we start with the vertical midline, which goes down the center of the body. Then it splits the body to left and right. The next is the horizontal midline, which splits the body to upper and lower. From here, we now define the three gates. The first one, if you draw an imaginary line just going underneath your nose, that's the first one, that's the heaven gate. The next one is the line going across the solar plexus, and the third is 3 fingertips below your navel. So now we have 6 gates left and right. There's 3 heights, but 6 gates altogether. So it's heaven, man, and earth. To heaven, to man, to earth. The next measurement to have is your own arm. So your own arm is approximately 4 of your own palm lengths long. Try it, check it out, it's true. So the Man Sao is 3 of your own palm lengths in length, going along the center line. The Wu Sao is 1 of your palm lengths away from the body. Now here's a thing I've seen taught incorrectly or performed incorrectly in a lot of Wing Chun practitioners, is how far they have the hands apart. You'll see this a lot. This is from lazy practitioners. They keep one arm resting on the other. This means both of your arms can get trapped by one of your opponent's arms, so don't do this. A simple way to have correct position is to put your hands together and make the Man Sao Wu Sao. They shouldn't cross. They shouldn't cross. They shouldn't be resting on your Man Sao arm. Just here. When you have the correct position, you make 2 triangles. One going from the tip of your head all the way to the tip of the Man Sao, and then the triangle that you create with the arms and the shoulders over here. Obviously this makes a prism. It's a very, very strong shape. The next thing to remember is the elbow position. The elbows don't come out. The elbows are either on the nipple line or in between the shoulder and the nipple line. They remain fairly fixed. This way, if you see, I can defend all the gates of the upper body and any kind of vital areas. If you have the arms in correct position, you'll be able to defend the heaven and the man positions. Like I said earlier, the arms will float in actual combat, but this is the general position. Advantages of having this guard over the standard, say, boxing guard. If I borrow Jamie for a moment. This is the proposed opponent. Maybe he's a boxer. He has a standing guard over here. He's well protected. You can see in his own way, he's defending heaven and man. I have the typical Wing Chun guard over here now. Now you see, I'm actually controlling the space and the distance before I've even moved. I own more area. Imagine if this was a war. The heads are the generals, here are the troops. I occupy more area right now. My general is very far away from his troops, and I'm much closer to his general. This is the important part of the body you want to protect in this instance. So you see, if Jamie decides to punch, look how soon he comes into contact with my hand. I can actually start to control and take over his area, his space. But by the time I throw my punch, his fist is like an inch away from his face. So this is tactically much better for me. If he's faster or quicker or stronger, I start to negate a lot of his attributes. So I tend to put myself in a more advantageous position. So remember the gates, remember the proper elbow position and the length the arms are meant to be at. Try that and leave comments at the bottom.